everybody. Jen is a tree. Oh, Jen. Um, Anyways, while you work on that, hi everybody. We do look a little different this morning. Normally, we would be running Nexus Adventures this morning. Unfortunately, our DM has been thwarted by a power outage. Not to be confused with a game of the same name, Power Outage, which I highly recommend everyone check out. You can find the game both on Twitter and I believe on Drive-Through RPG. Don't quote me on that, but great game. We're here. We're playing the game Succulent Sorcerers today because Jen wanted to turn us all into plants. Jen, hang on. Hang on. There's no desktop audio. Okay, go.
What my players will need today is a simple six-sided dice, some pencils, erasers, and crayons. Those are optionals, but I'm making it a requirement.
I'm ready.
So, as we go through the rules and build for this game, we're just gonna ease ourselves into it as it is a new game for all of us, most of us. There are 4 character sheets, and I'll read those out to you, where my players will make a succulent sorcerer. There is the Sorcerer of the Lost, Sorcerer of Strange Waters, Sorcerer of Spiky Arts, Sorcerer of Succulent Essence. So, while my players figure out what they want to play, I'm gonna create a few ground rules. No backseat gaming, please. This is an RP heavy game, so we're just gonna go with the flow. This is in a similar vein as Honey Heist, so we're just gonna go with whatever happens.
Awesome.
We have some,
I believe it's by the same author as Honey Heist, right?
I believe so.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Be
Cinta
Before we get into the
Costa.
rules, though, let's go around and introduce everyone. Game Master, who are you?
Hi, Jim. I will be the garden master today.
Oh, the Garden Master. I like it.
Mhm.
Pronouns?
I go by she, her.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. I am Sarah, the Hype Goblin. I also use she, her pronouns.
Hey everybody, it's me, RJ, and I go by he, him.
All right.
I love it. I hope that's your succulent voice.
Yes, it is.
We have uh, a conflicting creature called the bugs. The bugs in this world are considered the monsters of this world. There are many types of bugs that eat cacti, such as mealbugs, scale insects, cactus beetles, but naturally, as the game suggests, we can make up our own insects if we so choose. There are no stats for the bugs, so whenever they get hurt or whenever they not get hurt, it's whatever we decide to do with them. We can befriend them, we can exile them, we can make them go and stay elsewhere. The players' backgrounds, they have to talk about it and tell me what they want to get out of this. Where do they live? What kind of owners do they have? Some suggestions are they live in a bungalow. They live in a indoor flat with lots of plants. Live with an office lady. They are owned by some kids who are learning responsibility. What kind of scenario would my players want?
I want to live with a hipster plant girl.
A hipster
Okay.
plant girl named Molly.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
And her girlfriend, Mary Jane.
What kind of owners are Mary Jane and Molly? Are they responsible? Did they forget to water you before they left on holiday? Are they shop owners that sell plants?
I like that they're. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
I like the shop owners.
All right.
I like shop owners. They sell handmade clay earrings in the shape of dog and cat heads. That's their shtick.
All right.
They have an Etsy store.
Hell yeah, their packaging is on point.
All right.
And they do like little personalized thank you cards.
Always
And
handwritten.
always handwritten, and each one of them has a sticker of one of their succulents on it.
I love it. All right. Now, we have that scenario down about Molly and Mary Jane. We're going to go over some of what's on our stat cards or player cards for our Succulent Sorcerers. Now, HP is health. That's pretty easy to figure out. Rot is what is our push mechanic. Whenever a player doesn't succeed at something they want to do, they can fill out one of their rot encounters to automatically succeed. If a character fills up their rot, they immediately take 1 damage, but do reward the foolhardy bravery. They get to add a dot to either their resistance or raw magic, as if they were getting stronger and better at their magic. Resist, whenever a character might get hurt, whether by an attack from a bug or falling off from a great height, they can use resist, roll a successful roll, and they don't take any damage. Raw magic, whenever a character wants to use an ability or wants to do something difficult, lift something heavy, they use raw magic. Combat begins with a game of rock, paper, scissors between the Garden Master and one of the players. Whoever wins decides who gets to go first between the players and the opposition. The players then decide among themselves who goes first within their group. When attacking, player rolls with their raw magic, and when being attacked, players roll resist. Now, to do this, you see, my players, there are a number of dots on your card that you have chosen. You have to roll lower or at that number on your d6. So if you roll a 1, let's say for raw magic, and there's only 1 dot, you succeed. If you roll above that, you technically fail. So, it's a fun game. We have a simple scenario. Let's go with the scenario. Some plants have been disappearing one by one. You have to investigate. You are sent on this task by the mother plant, a succulent that is a multi-purpose, multi-dimensional being who lives in your world. You find yourselves in the warm glow of this beautiful shop that Mary and Molly have set up for you. You are display plants. You are the pride and joy of this shop. You are beautiful, flourishing, well loved and watered, and you have a perfect spot to see over the garden that sits just outside the parking lot next to the 7-Eleven. And as Mary Jane and Molly wind down for the day, you hear this little buzzing sound, a little whisper in your ear from the mother plant saying, "Some of my children have been missing. Please investigate on my behalf."
Hooey, can do, Mama Plant.
Muted.
Yeah, we'll go take a look.
All right.
Let me just move my mic further away for this voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, Tana. What?
Yep.
So tell me, plants, what are you?
You want to go first, RJ?
You go first.
I am a lithop. I like them because they look like butts. Do you want to know what kind of sorcerer we're doing?
Yes.
They're a strange waters sorcerer.
All right. Lovely.
here to make it weird.
I don't know succulents, so I'm going through them quickly. I'm a Mexican snowball.
I
And
love
it's
it.
the little circular one. I don't know how to describe this. I'm gonna be the sorcerer of succulent essence.
I love it. All right. Now, remember when you roll a d6 and you have to either beat or go below that number, you succeed. But if you fail, you have to believe either mark a condition or mark a failure. If not, then don't worry about it. I don't think you mark a failure on this one. Anyways, so as you kind of get this missive from your mother plant and you're wiggling in your terracotta pots, beautifully painted by Mary Jane and decorated with cute little cat paws from their cat Wilbert, they kind of shut down the shop and leave you be. And you are currently sitting on a three-tiered stand next to each other. And now you have to get off the stand and get onto the floor and investigate the far right side of the shop where most of the younger plants are being kept safe, ready to be nurtured and cared for.
Oh, by the way, what's your plant name?
You can just call me Hop. It's part of my name already.
There was a point in time where Mary was on a really weird occultism kick, so I'm Girgor Rasputin. Just call me Gregory.
Hi, Gregory.
Hello.
All right. Pop and Gregory, your terracotta plants are nice. They're comfortable. They're just the right amount of space for your shallow roots. So wiggling shouldn't be too much of a complication, but if you do fall out of your pot, you're going to be in a bit of a trouble as the bugs, the monsters of your world, tend to take advantage of unpotted plants.
We should be careful. You're muted.
Right.
As such, the quickest way is a straight line. For the plant mother! And he will roll off the edge of the shelving.
All right. Let's see. I would say that is to take a resist. So roll your resist or roll a d6 and roll below the number of resistances you have.
I'm going to use my Convert Essence ability. Once per scene, you can choose to increase your resist or raw magic by taking 1 point and putting it into the other. So I'm going to go from 1 raw magic to 0 to bring it up to 5 resist.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
All right. So you succeed as you roll yourselves off and you just make this beautiful pirouette in the middle of the air and land, stick the landing and kind of jiggle and roll a bit before you are upright and able to wait for Hop.
I don't know that I can do that as good as you can, but unga bunga dude! And Hop is gonna roll their bottom of their pot in concentric circles until they make it to the edge, and they just go over.
All right, roll your resist.
That is how many d6s I roll? Just one?
One.
Okay.
One.
Gregory has their plant parts up in like a catching motion.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, and that is below your resist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, below your resist. So you succeed as you kind of peter off and just kind of belly flop down towards Gregory, and Gregory gently catches you, light as a feather, and sets you down. You
I've
are done.
had the time of my life,
Did I do it?
and I've never felt this way before.
Am I down? Did I hit the ground yet?
Wait,
Am I good?
You're good.
Oh, okay, good.
I need someone to draw me 2 succulents in that pose.
If anyone has recommendations on plant artists, we would like to commission someone.
So you were on the ground, and from this vantage point, you do see the shop cat kind of lounging in the opposite window, watching you with squinty eyes as you've woken them up. They're not malicious. They like plants. They like to make sure they're all in order. Sometimes you see this cat kind of bat plants back into place, and it kind of just rolls on its side, exposing its belly, and you hear a very gentle purr from across the shop. And you see the counter as the other shop cat kind of peers down. This is a kitten, doesn't really know the rules of the shop yet.
The
I
great guardian spawn is awakened.
I don't know about that one.
Amscray turns on side, starts rolling around to get under something.
Shoo! Shoo! Just teeter wobbles over to where you've gone.
You teeter wobble over to Gregory. The kitten jumps down and kind of sniffs and purrs and gives a chirpy little meow at you and kind of bats at you gently. Roll a resist.
Would this be considered a new scene, or is it still the same scene?
New scene, because it's a new encounter.
I rolled a 3.
Nice.
2.
All right, a 3 and a 2, so you both succeed. This kitten kind of bats you around gently and then kind of gets bored halfway through when the other bigger cat comes over and kind of scruffs at it and they go off.
Oh boy, that could have been bad.
I like the big one. They keep to themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why wasn't I born a cactus?
You know that the old curmudgeon cactus that sits in the far warmer window that's kind of sits in the easterly side of the shop would tell you that being a cactus does not dissuade cats from eating it. In fact, if anything, cats just love rubbing on cacti.
Well, I guess it's hard to be a cactus. You can't get hugs.
Yeah, hugs are kind of great.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go find some younglings.
Waddle, waddle,
As
waddle,
you
waddle, 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 waddle.
waddle your terracotta pot across the floor, you make your way past the counter. It's a beautiful counter that holds all the life-giving waters and fertilizers you might need as a plant. Some of your favorites might be dried little fish pellets that have a great source of nutrition. And when put into a fertilizer, create this great food. And you've come accustomed to this finer cuisine that Mary and Molly have given you. And so when you pass and see a number of ants just kind of chilling out, just shuffling food amongst themselves, they look to you, look to the food, and just kind of hold up their hands. They don't want trouble, they're just hungry.
Should we leave him alone?
That is up to you. I don't have any strong feelings about them either way.
But they have the good snacks.
Fine.
Yeah! Snack time.
Shuffle over, and the ants kind of back off, just holding up their little mandibles to you. these are carpenter ants. They won't really go after plants. They're more interested in burrowing into wooded things rather than succulent.
Well, at least they're not termites.
Yeah.
Oh.
Termites got into our shelf one time. It was bad news. The whole thing had to be taken down and replaced. I was in that corner over there where it's really drafty for like 2 weeks. I think Molly forgot about me.
Molly did forget about you. She was dealing with a lot that time, mostly her schoolwork, and she wasn't sure how she was going to proceed forward with her entrepreneurship and business plan. But with some dedicated work, she figured it out. And you were brought back after she remembered she had put you back there. But going past, and the ants kind of give you some of these pellets and just place them on your potted soil and then kind of scuttle.
Heck yeah, we got the snacks. Road food. I mean, if you don't want it, I'll take yours.
Oh, go for it. I have been fully watered and fertilized.
Gee, must be nice. I wonder if Molly's going through finals week again.
Yeah, sometimes they forget, like, certain plants, and I feel sorry for them.
Slow plant blink. Right. Well, where to next?
I could share some of my fertilizer with you, I guess.
Okay.
Skips
Gimme.
out a bit of dirt and then hands it over to Hop.
You have flourishing, life giving dirt. It is very nice and fertile, very loamy to the touch, comfortable.
Ah, that's the good stuff.
Do you know some plants get coconut substrate?
Huh? What's that? I've been in the same potting soil that they brought me home from Lowe's in.
It's like coconut husk.
Huh. Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah. I want to know what a coconut tastes like. Wait, is that cannibalism? I think that's cannibalism.
I don't know. Are we actually eating the coconut husk or just sitting in it?
I think we're sitting in it. So it's. I don't want to think about the logistics of sitting in other plants. Hold on. Waddle, 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 waddle.
You waddle away from the food and the ants that are coming back as you retreat into the far right side of the shop. Here, the shadows are a bit darker as the sunset creates this kind of atmospheric glow between a contrasting dying light and the shadows and shade of the shop. The baubles and collections around you give this kind of eerie feel of otherworldliness jungle, a human contraption within its own right. And the strange hipster things that Molly and Mary keep around, mostly big stacks of Colombian coffee, unironically just placed around the store. Unique little mugs and some weird typewriters kind of decorated. None of them actually work.
I love this store. This sounds like someplace I'd really enjoy.
I'm just putting a mashup of all the Ann Arbor shops I've been into.
Is this drag Michigan the hipsters night? I'm into it. Let's do it. So, where to next?
I can't see from down here.
Maybe we can get up there. Points to a shelf with one of the typewriters.
Determined. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
A determined look and nod of their leaves. Adventure!
How are you at climbing?
I don't have arms.
see here. If I do a weird thing that helps us get up there, are you in?
Mulling it over.
It's just a potion in a water bead. Produces
Oh.
a water bead.
Okay.
It'll give us temporary plant arms.
I'm sorry, what?
Temporary plant arms. I think they're supposed to be pothos vines, but I'm not really sure. It might be ivy. I was kind of confused on the recipe.
I don't know plants. I just water them.
So, shoving this potion into your soil to drink it up, as you don't have plant mouths.
I'm sorry. My picture says otherwise.
This is true. You do have a plant mouth in your picture.
Mine says I just look like a butt.
You are butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start to sprout ivy-like arms there, Gregory, and you, Hop, start to grow vines, no, arms like a spider plant. They kind of stick out, and you have little mandibles at the end of your fingers, little vines there. That'll help you and aid you to pull yourselves up.
Mandibles on my fingers.
Ooh, these are flowy. Just start shifting in my pod.
Oh, I've seen this before. Thwip.
Whoosh. Whoosh. Ah! There's just a lot of screaming as I pull myself up to a shelf.
Sure. Roll magic, raw magic, as this is a magical effect.
Okay.
Would that be both of us?
Yes, because you're using the magical effect to pull yourselves up.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 6, which is greater than my 1.
Okay, that means you both fail.
Oops.
But that's okay. As you're trying to pull yourselves upwards, the magic wasn't quite intact yet. Your vines and leafy parts that you sprouted weren't quite ready yet. And as you start pulling yourselves up, they kind of snap off and you fall back down to the ground. Both of you roll resist.
I'm good.
I'm good too. I rolled a 2. I have 3.
1.
Okay.
We're tanky plants.
Yeah! We're tough. We're buff. I don't know why I'm
We're
flexing. I don't have
plants.
arms.
We're plants in tights.
As you say that, the plants, the arms that you did have mimic the motions you would make, and they seem to be regrowing a new plant in the absence of you being there.
Oh. Do we have kids now?
I guess. Waddles over to start putting the buds into soil.
You've gained 2 new buds into your potted plant. They are your whatever plants do to reproduce.
You know why they call them buds? Because they're little friends.
Because they're great pals?
Yeah.
Awesome.
While you were able to climb up via vines and other strange mandibles, you do see off to the far left side of the shop, on the other side, facing a window, a series of coffee bags and made imported from Colombia itself, making this unique kind of pile leading up to an upper shelf. You know, that's where the wise old bonsai tree sleeps.
Oh, hey, look. There's this extra convenient thing over here that we didn't bother to look for before. Maybe we should use that instead of my magic.
But I like your magic.
I like it too.
But convenience. Waddle, 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 waddle.
Now, to get up on to traverse these sacks of coffee, you need to roll resist, as they're a bit steep, a bit lumpy, but comfortable to climb.
matched at 4.
Nice.
I fail. I rolled a 5 and I have 3 in resist.
Okay.
Wait, I might be able to do something here. Hold on. Wait, is this just me? Oh, me or an ally? Okay. Okay. I'll wait for it.
Okay. As you get up there, Gregory, and you try to follow Hop, you miswobble onto one of the sacks of coffee and it starts to slump over, causing you to pitch forward back towards the ground.
Oh, I don't like gravity.
The waves leaves in their direction and fortifies them to negate 1 point of damage.
All right. So roll a resist as you kind of bounce and roll back to the floor.
I rolled a 5 again. Just another
All right.
fail.
Take 1 point of damage, and that would be negated because of your ally Gregory.
Okay, cool.
Rah,
starting to-
Rasputin.
You're starting to see a bit of cracks in your pot.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, it adds character, right? Right?
No.
Oh. Well. Could be worse.
Okay. I'm gonna try some raw magic
All right.
to repair the pot. Takes a bit of dirt, spits on it, smears it on the crack, and tries to superheat it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll that raw magic.
1. Thank God. That's exactly.
Nice. So tell me how you heal this. How, aside from what you've already told us, heal this pot, something that's keeping Hop's life essence together.
Since I am a succulent of essence, it's basically drawing on my own life force to change how the dirt is and make it more clay-like in substance.
Very nice. These cracks on your pot heal Hop, a new forming of earth and mud.
Ooh. That tickles my roots. Weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have asked first before I tickled your roots.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. At least I'm awake now.
You want to get like dinner after?
I mean, technically, you already took me to dinner. You gave me fertilizer. Are we on a date? Anyways,
All right, everybody.
Before I go and make this weird, let's go try and save the little plant babies.
Yep. Yep. I'm crying.
I am too.
I love this Colombian coffee mountain with your new spuds in your pot there, Gregory. You managed to get up onto the upper shelf, mahogany wood shelf of where this bonsai tree kind of rests up on an elevated platform. It's a beautiful cherry blossom bonsai that is starting to just bloom. It is about 55 years of age, one of the oldest plants in the shop.
Do you want to? I don't.
Hello.
Okay.
If you say hello, one of the cherry blossoms blooms open, and you hear an ancient yet quiet voice saying, "Hello, hello, hello."
Some plants have gone missing. Have you seen any of the missing ones? Not like the normal ones. Hi.
There's more cherry blossoms as they start to wake up slowly, slow moving, ever patient that it is. Kind of bends its trunk to face you more directly. Missing? In what manner do plants go missing?
Uh, in the we don't know where they went sort of sense of the word. I don't. How do you describe missing?
They're not there anymore.
Yeah. What he
The
said.
cherry blossom bonsai kind of closes one of the flowers as they seem to settle back down. That is a tragedy. Plants go missing, plants go off to a better place.
Like a new home? I don't think these are ones that got
Hmm.
sold.
The bonsai thinks for a moment. I was sleeping, but perhaps they kind of extend the branch over to what you see is a very large and wide snake plant, kind of filling up a spot in the corner of the shop. It's a very nice plant. It doesn't like interacting with anybody or anything. It survives out of sheer spite, you theorize.
Uh, yeah. Well, I mean, they're kind of mean. I tried to talk to them once, and they told me to go away, and so I did.
Perhaps they need a friend or some food. As the bonsai kind of settles back down to sleep.
Oh, maybe they're hangry.
We should go grab those snacks.
Mm-hmm. I still have some. I haven't eaten all of them.
Oh, all right. Let's go feed some plants.
Yeah.
Now, are you going back down across the floor or are you traveling across the shelves?
Uh, which one looks like the easiest path that won't get
Well,
me cracked again?
well, across the floor is a wide open space exposed to the elements. The shelves have other plants, narrower route. It's up to you which journey you want to take.
Uh, maybe we should take the shelves? We can say hi to some of the other plants.
Sounds good.
Sheila the orchid is pretty nice.
Oh, Sheila.
Making your way across the shelves, past the orchids, you do see Sheila. She's a beautiful spotted red and purple plant with a subtlety of black dots across her petals. She has beautiful, wide brimming leaves, and she watches you turning one of her flower heads quietly as you pass by.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Miss Sheila.
Hello, how are you two today?
Uh, good. We're looking for some plants that went missing.
Well, no, what kind?
Were we told what kind? Or was it just...
Succulent, because the mother succulent only speaks about her plants.
Oh, they're succulents. The mother succulent sent us. She's quite concerned.
Sheila nods a little, then reaches down with one of her leaves and pats the little buds in Gregory's pot. Aren't they the cutest?
Yes. Uh. Turns around. Hop, you gotta do the talking here. I don't know what to say.
I mean, introduce her to your kids? Have you named them yet? You should probably name them at some point. They mature rather quickly.
Molly and Mary Jane normally name them.
Oh. Well, I'd pick up backup names just in case.
I'm gonna name you Cagliostro, and I'm gonna name you Galileo.
These
Anyway,
are his kids, Cagliostro and Galileo. I don't know
she
what
would
those
clap.
mean.
They're adorable. Well, make sure you travel light. The shelves have been a bit wobbly as of late.
Tosses kids at plant pod.
Oh, hey!
No,
I
no,
helped
I'm
make
not.
those.
He said to travel light.
Stretch redemption. Thank you, chat. Uh, are there any other like unused pots with some soil in them nearby?
With a quick glance around, you see that there was one that was kind of pushed forward and forgotten, probably by Molly. She was supposed to put something there, but forgot.
You could just stick them in there. It looks like it's prepped.
Makes a little space, puts one in, puts the other in, packs the dirt up, kisses both of them on the head. They grow up so fast.
We'll come back for a visit, maybe someday. Probably not.
She kind of waves one of her leaves at you and says, I'll watch over them until they move.
Thanks. You can tell them that we're down on the shelf by the window overlooking the garden if they want to come say hi.
Will do.
All right.
Bye, Gregory. As she waves her leaf at you.
You know, now
Bye.
now you have an excuse to come back and visit her, right?
Oh, you're right.
I'll write down some conversation topics for you. Let's go.
As you hop over the shelves, make a resist roll, as the shelves have indeed become quite wobbly.
2.
Thank you, virtual dice roller, for rolling yet another 5.
As you make it across, Gregory, Hop falls behind, and the kitten from before hops up on the shelf, causing the shelf to wobble even more. And you, Hop, see this kitten stare at you as they kind of crouch down low, watching you for a moment, and then reach out a paw and bat you off the shelf.
Hop!
You will take 1 damage as you land on the shelf below.
It's just Mufasa falling in the Lion King slow motion.
Long live the king.
I got a boo-boo.
Make sure you fill out your rot scores.
All right, what was rot?
Is that
our damage?
Yes.
Oh, I thought HP was
no? HP was our damage.
Rot is something you want to do but didn't succeed at. When you fill up your rot, they take immediately 1 more damage, but get to add a dot to either your resist or your raw magic, as if you were getting stronger in either or.
Okay, so I would have taken 2 rot by now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you're at 2 damage. But you can increase your resistance or raw.
Mm-hmm.
The way this is going, I'm gonna increase resistance. And then do I add 2 more circles next to rot?
No, those
Okay,
will consistently stay 2, because that's your fails, more or less. You want to fail so you can become stronger either or, but you also have to manage your HP.
Okay.
I believe you have healing potions up to your raw magic score.
Just I do, or we both do?
You do, because rejuvenating juice is part of your strange water ability.
At the beginning of the day, you can craft an... Okay, cool. I would like to drink a healing potion.
All right.
I
What
have.
does this look like?
It's another water bead, just in a different color. It just rolls up out like from behind a leaf, and then just sinks into the soil. Ah, that's
You
nice.
alright, Hop?
Yeah, I just had one of my water thingies that I soaked in Red Bull. I'll be better in a minute.
That's not healthy, is it?
It gets you back up quick.
You suspect, Gregory, Red Bull is not healthy for plants.
Please don't give your succulents Red Bull.
But traveling along as the kitten hops down and leaves you alone, Hop, and Gregory, you're able to traverse the wobbly shelves, and you, Hop, kind of bounce along the lower shelves where dust and what seems to be mulch is residing.
Ah, oh, I breathe some in. Gross.
Should I come down there?
No, I'm fine. I'm a big plant. I can do this. I mean,
Eventually,
wow. I'm a big plant now.
eventually, Gregory, you find a ramp down towards where you need to be, and Hop, you find a ramp up where you need to be, meeting at this edge of a shelf where this great snake plant kind of sits. And as you approach, it wiggles its leaves in a almost warning-like manner.
Hello?
Hello up there.
You see
Hello?
some of the plants twist, the broad leaves kind of arch in a way that reminds you a bit of what you've heard about scorpion tails. There's a TV in the main lobby, and sometimes you can see the Discovery shows about insects and stuff like that. Scorpions are insects, but that's another thing.
Gregory, I think you have to do all the talking on this one.
Okay. Hello?
One of the broad leaves snakes down towards you, posing above your plant body.
We're here to investigate the disappearances of succulents.
The leaves rattle and it almost creates this hissing sound.
Okay, good talk.
No, you gotta keep going. You're never gonna get anywhere if you don't learn to talk to people. It's a necessary part of life.
Well, this isn't a person, it's a plant.
Right, we're all plants. Plants are people too.
Yeah. Well, you see, we've been sent on a quest by the plant mother or the succulent mother, and it's really important because our people are disappearing, and we need to find out what happened to them.
I will say roll your magic to convince this plant to help you.
I'm gonna
You can roll with advantage, so 2 dice instead of 1,
Okay.
because Hop helped you.
I'm also gonna convert essence so that I have 3 in resist and 2 in raw magic.
All right.
That's a 6 on the first,
Mhm.
5 on the second. I fail.
You try to convince, but you're just unsure of it, and this snake plant kind of rattles its leaves again, creating a louder hiss as it withdraws and goes back into its original position.
I don't understand scorpion tails. They're pricklier than cacti.
And make sure you mark your rot.
I have.
Well, maybe try giving it some of the fertilizer. You know, a snack? It might be hangry.
You're offering your fertilizer to the snake plant.
I've been offering my fertilizer to a lot of people today.
As you offer your fertilizer to the snake plant, there's a pause before this time the leaves reach out in a bit more of a gentle manner and kind of hold their broad leaves out to take it. You take it and they take it and pull it back, and you see what looks to be a little beautiful white crab spider take it from their leaf and put it into their soil for them.
It's got a little buddy.
Little friend. And there's a momentary pause before the broad leaves kind of push out and create this bridge for you to cross over to this space you didn't know existed behind the snake plant.
All right, thank you.
How do I get up there now?
There's a ramp up to where you need to be.
Oh. Hey, look, I found a conveniently placed ramp. I'm gonna take it.
All right, be careful.
Toddle, 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 toddle.
Pushing your way up and across the bridge the snake plant has created for you, you see a small family of crab spiders just kind of nestled within the leaves of the snake plant.
Hi. I'm with him.
Hey.
Give a little wave with their mandibles as you cross over into a what looks to be a room dimly lit by blue light, and you see white sterile equipment, what looks to be lab equipment, and plants kind of potted throughout it, kind of taking in the nice UV light here. For the purposes of this scene, you all gain a +1 to your magic, as UV is directly engaging with you rather than being filtered through a window.
Oh, what kind of place is this? I feel good.
Oh, I feel amazing.
You want to try another potion?
Oh, yeah, sure. What kind of potion?
This one turns you a random color. And this one gives you a flower crown.
Takes the random color one. Blah.
Flower crown.
What random color would Gregory like to be?
Let's see. Random color picker. Press the spacebar. Ooh, that's nice. It is like a it's a periwinkle.
Aww.
Oh. What does your flower crown look like there, Hop?
It looks like the little crown of flowers that some cacti get. Like the little fuchsia flowers that get around there. I have a cactus that is currently being cared for by someone else while I move. That currently has its flower crown going full force.
No.
I miss it.
Beautiful new colors and a beautiful flower crown. This UV light creating a magical essence around both of you. And as you kind of tunnel into this space, you see very hardy and very beautiful aloe plants with their stripes up their bodies. What looks to be a spiky aloe plant just kind of thriving in this large pot. And very distantly, you see what looks to be a series of Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, and some kind of other insectoid eating plant kind of curled neatly in a spot that allows them to thrive.
Whoa. These plants all look so cool.
I think Molly and Mary named that one Aphrodite because it's a Venus flytrap. Eh.
I get that joke.
Also, it's a man-eater.
I think I get that joke.
Helen Oates?
I don't think I was in the room the day that they were watching VH1 behind the music? Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
With these large plants, bigger than the ones that they keep in the shop, kind of stationary around this almost lab-like room. You see a number of plants kind of glance towards you, moving their leaves and heads. In the case of the Venus flytraps, the series of mouths kind of tilt towards you, quietly expecting and just curious overall. But as you push into this room, you realize you are on a higher level surface than you need to be. And as you glance around, you see there's a back door leading somewhere you've not been.
Hello, fellow plants. We too are plants from the other room, looking for baby plants that went missing. Anyone seen any unusual baby plants around?
The pitcher plant, beautiful and almost a strange combination of yellows, reds, and a deep orange at its base, kind of shuffles forward and tilts its body towards you, and you get this almost sweet smell of it. And inside, you see the bugs, things that it has captured, your enemy, this guardian of your home and shop.
Oh, they're really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Your trophies look lovely, but we're looking for plants.
Little us.
Like me, but smaller.
The pitcher plant extends downward past the shelf, and you see that it's creating a ladder for you. They don't seem to speak to you, but seems to understand that you need to get elsewhere.
I think we're supposed to go.
Okay. This doesn't at all seem like a trap.
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
As you get down onto the ground, the cool terracotta tiled floor greeting you, the pitcher plant kind of shakes its leaves, and you see almost a bioluminescence about it before it withdraws, leaving you there. And on the ground, you see a series of vines kind of curled neatly back. And from the vines, you see two beady little eyes staring at you. We'll go to break there.
Okay.
Okay.
Join us after the break to find out what's been staring at us from behind a plant. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, probably less than that today. So don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, or just I don't know, go about your day, do what you gotta do. You can do what you want. You're an adult. We'll see you later. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, we are back. Thank you everyone for sticking with us through the break, for hanging out with us today. I know it's a little bit different than what we normally do on our Sunday mornings here, but you know what? Things happen, life happens. We're just gonna pivot and find something else to do. So, with that being said, we are still a charity channel in this house. If anyone would like to give bits or subs during the broadcast today or in the future, you are more than welcome to do that, even though today they do not affect our game. All of that money goes to charity at the end of the month when I get a Twitch payout. I donate everything that I make on Twitch to the Ttrpg.org. And we'll be talking, all three of us, about some charities that we all care deeply about after the game, so stick around and hear about those if you're looking for somewhere to donate to. Also with that, just to give a quick recap of who we're all playing today, I am playing Hop, the Lithop. That looks like a butt.
If you join our Discord, I can post what Cagliostro looks like. He's a Mexican snowball.
He's adorable. I have already posted Hop in our general chat on Discord if you'd like to join that and check that out. Link is in the Twitch chat. And if you're watching this in the future, it's down below in the About Me section. And with that, I will go ahead and hand it back over to our GM for the day. Jen, take us away.
Hello, I am the Garden Master. Let's get back into it. Now, on the ground of this terracotta, nicely tiled lab, vines scrolled and curled up in the corner, beady little eyes peering at you from the dark, and a little mouse scuttles out.
Ah! Oh, you're a mouse. Hi.
Bounds up to you, and you see it kind of squeak, then lunge for you.
Ah!
Roll resist as it comes for you.
I don't know who you are, but I don't like you. Please don't roll another 5. I rolled a 1.
All right, you succeed. And the mouse raises the side of your potted plant, reinforced by Gregory earlier in the day, and it kind of squeaks again as it kicks at you with its back feet and bounces away.
What a jerk!
I hate rodents. Are there any more around?
Glancing around, you only see the one mouse, perhaps protecting its nest from intruders like yourselves.
All right. I think the coast is clear. Let's head for the door.
Bunk, 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 bunk.
Tapping your way across this tiled floor towards the far door that you spotted, you see a beautiful stained glass door peering out into a oasis of plants, a heaven of sorts, where you see multitude of various flowering plants you don't see in the shop. These are new, different. You don't recognize many of them. A paradise beyond imagination as you see a great tree blooming in the back, tilting forward, heavy with what looks to be a beautiful red fruit of sorts.
Oh, where are we?
Seems like a garden of some sort.
This feels like in that one show that Molly was watching a real long time ago. She put it on the background for her like ambiance, but it started out in all black and white, and then there was a big weather event, and then all of a sudden the main character was somewhere very colorful, and that was overwhelming, just like this.
I might have missed that one.
Oh. It was a
We're
lot.
getting pruned.
It was very bright. It was very bright, much brighter than I think normal life would be bright. But it said that it was in normal colors. I didn't get it. I think they called it technical color. It was strange.
How are you getting this door open as it is barring your way into this paradise?
I have an idea.
I'm glad you do.
Gregory barrels into the door.
All right, roll a resist.
I hope it's a push, not a pull.
2.
As you barrel into this, you can gain momentum and smash against this door, and it swings open. It seems to have been a push door.
Ah, nice!
I've never seen stars before, but I think this is what they look like.
Yeah, stars. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Here, take this. Hands him another water bead.
You watch Gregory smash it into his face.
That's the Red Bull one.
Oh no!
Let's go!
As
Skids
you push
forward
your
in her
way,
pot.
push your way into this paradise, you are greeted with a loamy wood chip kind of pathway, soft green grasses growing on either side, enclosed into this almost warmish tropical space. You see that you're still in a building, but it's warmer than it is in the shop. The heat is almost a flourishing heat, something that could make you happy. You feel that your soil becomes a bit more damp, a bit more lifelike as you enter into this lovely greenery. Muted.
Wow. I feel better, but in like a different way from the other room. I wonder if I can capture this in magic.
Why don't you try?
Pulls out an unused water bead. Ah. Capture!
As you toss it up, you see little moisture beads gather in the air around you and pull themselves into this little water bead. And you see a beautiful blue, almost glowing essence within this bead as it settles back into your palm.
Oh, hey! I had no idea that that was gonna work. Normally you have to soak them for 24 hours. Nice.
Awesome.
Moving through this space and bouncing along this wooded path, it kind of curves and bends around the towering shelves that house these various warm plants. And you see what looks to be almost a grove made up of roses, beautiful multicolored roses, kind of blooming in this space. Some are set into their own pots, some are set into the dirt itself, as if to show off and complement the space around them. There's this beautiful blooming yellow rose kind of in the center, bigger than the rest.
Oh.
You wanna go talk to it?
You know how I feel about talking to other plants.
Ah, fine, I'll do it. Hop's gonna hop on over.
Pop over. And the blooms of this rose blossom even further as you see it kind of take a almost circular shape as it seems to greet you.
Hi?
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Uh, we're looking for some succulents that went missing. Are they here?
Succulents, succulents, succulents. Perhaps in the fern room. The fern room. This shouldn't go into the fern room. Bugs are in the fern room.
Oh no.
Oh. Well. I mean, I took out a mouse today. I can fight a bug too.
Be wary, be brave, be smart.
No. We're the wrong plants for smart and brave.
Yeah. Well, we got the brave part down.
You do.
Yeah, you do too.
Hmm.
You spoke to that plant in there that was really grumpy. That was brave.
You helped me on that one.
Well, yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be brave on your own. Shoot.
Gregory considers this and nods.
Which way to the fern room?
The roses tilt their blossoming heads towards what looks to be a far left side room, and you see another door. This time it's more of a mesh door.
All right. Let's look around for a minute. Maybe we can find something to fight the bugs with.
What about this giant bottle of pesticide?
Holding up the bottle of pesticide, you shake it. There's some in there, perhaps for a one-time use.
Actually, I'd like to, because this is the beginning of a new scene, I have an ability.
All right.
Manifest Essence, Tidal Wave. I get to stun an enemy for 1 round.
I love it.
Or
All right.
stuns enemies, plural.
Nice.
Oh, this is gonna suck. And he puts the nozzle into his dirt and then just presses it in.
I could have given you some unused water beads.
No, they have to know.
All right.
This is not good for my roots.
No, it's not. I
There's
still
a
don't
burning
understand why you're doing
sensation.
it.
It's the Red Bull and the pesticide combining.
Oh no.
You had a Red Bull and then you had 2 shots of espresso right after.
Speed and crack.
Is this what Jet is made out of?
But as you collect your pesticide burning at your roots, you will take 1 damage as they are eating at the more fragile of your roots.
Ooh, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Here, take this. Gives him a health potion. That's the last one I got.
I've got a lot of resistance, and you've been getting banged up a lot. Maybe you should have this.
Well, I mean, I've been getting banged up not from enemies, but from, just living. I'll get more in the morning.
What was that gif? It was like struggling to survive or something like that with little cactus. Trying not to die. That's the gif.
Trying not to die, yeah.
I'm gonna pocket this for later, just to see who needs it more.
Okay.
Blurp.
But as you leave the roses and the other plants and go towards the mesh door, you see that this one seems to be locked, as there's a latch near the handle.
You want to try the weird hand thing again? I got more of those beads.
Buy me dinner first.
No, not that thing where we grew.
Oh,
vines.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Scoops out another water bead and just smacks it in his face.
Ow!
Roll magic.
Do we both need to roll? I'm gonna take one too.
Yes.
Right. I rolled a 4, which is a fail.
Did you allocate your... Oh, no, right, you put it into resistance.
Mark your rot. And with a fail, instead of nice viney arms, you grow 2 little stubby cactus arms. They're hot.
If my rot's already full, what do I do next?
You just start over, clean them off, and put a mark into resistance or magic.
Okay. I'll put it into magic this time. One thing I'm always good for is failing at rolls.
Oh.
Hey, look! I'm prickly.
You could bash some insects with those.
I could make shish kebabs. Ooh. I'm hungry. I wish I could eat meat.
I'm tired of water. I want meat.
You, Gregory, have beautiful viney arms.
He's gonna extend them upward towards the doorknob and try to jiggle it.
You try to jiggle it. The latch above the doorknob wiggles, but doesn't come loose.
Oh, it's one of those.
I think they call it a deadbolt. You need to push it one way or the other.
Okay. Gonna try to push it to the right where it's like pushing into the door. It's not working.
Try the other way. Your other right.
It slides off, and the little chain that was holding the latch kind of falls down, swings a bit.
You're the brains of the operation.
Wait, I'm the what? I'm the face. I got the good looks.
I'm the muscle.
Oh.
I guess we have.
Maybe if we put our heads together.
We're two halves of the whole idiot.
Yes. At least we'll think of really bad plans together.
Yeah. Tries pushing and pulling to see which way the door swings open.
You push and pull, and eventually kind of figure out you just need to pull the handle down, and it swings open.
Okay.
All right. We're in. Now, we go extra stealthy.
Do. You
know, I saw this documentary once about this spy movie, and the guy in it was really great, and he looked to be the same height as all the other actors, but they really had him standing on boxes the whole time. But the music was really good in the movie. This kind of reminds me of that.
Oh boy.
As you push into this space, you realize you are outside for the first time in your lives. And the opening pathway leads into a stone, beautifully paced garden. And you see around you high walls made of natural stone, natural mortar, shelf built into it to house plants, and you see ferns growing naturally along this rock face around you. You see tools, gardening tools, things you are familiar with, kind of scattered in place about, more dirt piles. It looks to be a potting area, if for the more either natural or locally cultivated plants who are acclimatized to this environment. And you see large ferns kind of unfurl, and you see fiddleheads kind of starting to unwrap themselves, and there's a quiet pause before you see a large fern kind of shake and shiver in greeting, and there's another shake and shiver from another fern, and there's just this beautiful bioluminescent light that fills the space as fireflies gently flit in from the outside air.
What are those?
I believe they're ferns.
No, those. They have butts that glow. I think it's their butts.
Butts.
I wonder if I can glow.
Maybe if you work at it.
All right, I'm going to try. Let's see.
Oh,
How do they
lovely.
do it? All right. All right, I think I got it. She's going to try and glow.
Yeah. Throw your magic.
That's a fail. I rolled another 5.
Oh no, Mark, you're right. You try to glow, and all you manage to do is to sprout a flower on top of your head.
Ah, pretty.
Oh. Well, that's embarrassing. That normally doesn't happen. Okay, well, I can't glow.
First time for everyone.
Takes the flower, hides it away.
As you kind of shuffle across the smooth stone path, the darkening twilight kind of pushes in, and you start to see stars above you. You've seen stars from your window, and they're quite beautiful, and they're quite amazing to watch some nights. But as you're sitting there admiring this beautiful view, you hear some chittering around you.
We're not alone.
Who goes there?
As you say that, you see a series of what looks to be aphids, plant-eating insects.
Halt!
They pause in their movement as they kind of wave their antennas at you as to suss you out.
We are toxic plants from the garden windowsill. We don't taste good. And also, what else is bad? What don't they like?
My roots are rotten.
Yeah, he's rotten to the roots.
As you say that, roll a resist to see if you can convince these aphids to bugger off.
I have a 4 resist, and I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 5, which is a fail.
Oh no. All right. So while you are more intimidating, Hop, you, Gregory, just didn't quite commit to the bit. And as you say this, out of the corner of your plant eye, you see a cactus beetle merge into your space, something that will eat you.
Ah!
As you scream, it scuttles at you. Roll resist.
I make it with a 4.
Nice. You manage to roll out of the way as this cactus beetle kind of hisses and chitters at you, repositioning itself between you and Hawk, cutting you off from each other.
Go away, you big meanie.
I didn't want to do this now, but Gregory reaches into his pop base and pulls out a quick strike match.
Yeah?
He's gonna expel the pesticide he has gathered up in his roots and then strike the match to stun all the bugs around him.
I love it. You watch Hop. Roll resist with advantage, so 2d6 instead of 1. Take the lower of the number.
I got a 3, which works out.
All right. So, how do you want to stun this beetle and aphids there, Gregory?
It's the sudden ignition of the pesticide and aerosol that causes a big flash.
This mini fireball encompasses these aphids and cactus beetle, creating a spark of magic as the fireflies kind of crown this moment. And as the fire subsides, the beetles and the aphids are no more.
I crave the flame!
Neat. Can you do that again?
No, unless if I had more pesticide in another match.
Oh. Well, it was really cool. I'll tell everyone about it.
Do you smell burnt toast?
A little bit? I think that might be you, though.
Looks up, there's a bit of fire in his leaves. Ah!
As you go to pat it out, it transforms into a beautiful red flower.
Oh, neat.
Nice.
Can you store this with the other one?
Sure.
As you move across this kind of path, leaving the ferns, you kind of go beyond the wall, the furthest you've ever been from your shelf, from your home, into the unknown, into the unkept, where weeds, bugs, and other things reside.
Well, it's getting a little dicey. I'm scared.
Oh, what was that, Jen? Sorry, I didn't catch.
As you see the kitten kind of peek out behind the wall at you, its eyes glowing.
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
I'm gonna throw a water bead that's just full of water at the kitten.
All right.
I rolled a 4. What is that? Is that resist or raw magic?
Magic, I would say.
Okay, I have a 4 in both, so.
All right. So you throw this water bead. What does it do to scare off this kitten?
It like splats them with water. Like the equivalent of like spraying with a spray bottle. Like, no.
It kind of bunches up and kind of skitters away, leaving you in peace. And as you watch the kitten go and you look around, you see a series of stepped shells being built at this moment. And you see what looks to be a sign off to one side in a stall. Beautifully painted, beautiful canvas cover, has this beautiful blue and paw prints. And you see the old dog that kind of lives in the back garden, comes into the shop now and then, but doesn't really stay, sleeping at the base of this stall. It looks to be a German Shepherd mix. You're not entirely sure. It just seems to be happy. And as you approach, it wakes up, gives a very loud yawn, and stretches out and kind of roughs when it stands up and snuffles at you and kind of knocks you over gently before righting you.
Oh, that tickles, that tickles, that tickles, that tickles.
Wagging its tail, it kind of snuffles around you before it lays back down, barring your path back towards where you need to possibly retreat. But before you see a series of younger plants.
Oh, oh. Are these the succulents?
You look like it.
Hello, tiny plants. We have come from the windowsill that overlooks the garden. Is your mom the mama succulent plant in there?
There's a series of tiny cheers.
We've come to help you come home?
There's a bunch of bouncing in the small little terracotta plants that they sit in.
All right, well, Fido's blocking the way. How do we get him home?
Give me a second. Gonna try and fashion a cart or a sled or some shit.
All right. Magic?
Sure. That is a 5, which is a fail.
All right. So you attempt to make a sled out of leaves, but realize leaves break apart quite easily. You can't quite knit what you need back together.
Ooh, that took a lot out of me. I have one more mark until I die, so... Gonna just heal myself with that bead.
All right.
Let's see here. Do we see anything like a window to the building we just came out of?
Looking around, the stall seems to be facing the window that houses this old, very old and grumpy cactus. It sits in the window, and you realize it's the old and grumpy cactus that tells you cats aren't nice. They keep rubbing against me. There's so much cat hair in my pot.
Well, if we can get them up to the window, maybe we can convince the cactus to let us in?
Agreed. Well, here goes nothing.
Oh, here, take this.
What's this?
It's another water bead. It's gonna make your leaves bigger to carry the little succulents that we have to take back.
Okay.
I don't know. I get to transform you or assist you in some way. So.
I mean, this game is very rules light, so if you want it to happen, it's happening.
Smash.
You transform into this great big aloe plant, Gregory. Broad leaves, spikes to hold things into place. And as you grow, your pot becomes a bit tight, but you still grow a bit more, and you are able to use your roots as feet to maneuver yourself.
Oh, this is weird. This is wait, hold on, no. I'm an owl plant now. This is weird. Oh no.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to change your voice. Oh,
I'm bigger now.
yeah, yeah. Do you think you can fit all of them?
I can certainly try. Scoop.
Scooping up these succulent plants, and the dog just kind of watching you as it lies on its side, unbothered by this chaos around them. And you approach the window and see that it's a window that opens from the bottom. So you could have the cactus push it from their side to open it for you, or you could try and pry it open yourselves.
I'm gonna knock on the window.
You knock on the window as Gregory, the aloe plant, is holding all these little baby succulents. And you see the cactus kind of turn in a slow motion towards all of you. It's old, it has no arms, so it's about 150 years of age.
Uh, we found the babies that the mother succulent plant set us out to look for. Can you open the window and let us back in?
Roll a magic to convince this cactus to help you.
Where'd my dice roller go? Pretty please, with ice cream and sugar on top. I rolled a 1.
Nice. That is a success. So there's a pause before you see the cactus and its spikes grow longer and sharper as it pushes against the window. And after some time, it pushes it enough for you to push all succulent babies into the shop once more and allow you, Hop, and Gregory to fit in as well.
We did it. Can't hear
Muted.
you.
Good job, Hop.
Should we take them all back to their mom?
I wonder if Molly and Mary put them out here for a reason.
Who cares?
Okay.
So with a quick, gentle shuffle of all these succulents back in, the crotchety old cactus plant helping you to the best of their efforts, and you're able to maneuver all of the succulent plants onto the counter where most of the sales take place. And you see the elderly cat kind of hop up onto the counter and kind of push them all into place, neat and orderly, before kind of laying down, flicking its tail lazily, comfortably.
How long does this potion last?
I don't know. I thought it would have worn off by now. Maybe you're just stuck like that? Usually they don't last more than a day. But I mean, those are like the little ones that don't have like... I think it might be a combination of everything that I gave you. I don't know. This is a new territory for me. It's fine, I'm sure.
I have found out something about myself, Hop.
What?
I like being tall.
Well, I can keep making that potion for you every day. The real question is, are you going to go talk to the plant up on the shelf?
No.
That's fair.
It's a boost in height, not a boost in confidence.
You hear the voice of the mother succulent into your head saying, "Congratulations on bringing them back to us. Thank you for your services to the plant kingdom."
That was nothing. Piece of cake.
I am hungry right now.
Here, have some fertilizer. Tip some of the extra fertilizer we got from the
Oh.
carpenter into your pot.
Making your way back to where you reside in the window, the comfortable warm space, the night sky comfortably shifting into that of a warm dawn morning. You have a choice, Gregory. You can stay a big aloe plant, be repotted, possibly moved from the spot you were, or go back to the way you were.
I don't know what that means.
Big C. Yes. Uh, as the morning approaches and the succulent babies are on the counter, just having a good time, cheering and playing amongst themselves, the store reopens. You hop, have a new mark on your pot from your adventures, a changed momentum of your time, wandering the shop, wandering outside, meeting the kitten. And you, Gregory, your roots sheared, changed, shaped and shifted, comfortable where you are. You get a new pot that's sign painted with a little baby handprint on yours. As Molly and Mary bring their adopted son, John, into the shop for the first time.
And are strangely confused by the new aloe plant.
They embrace it as change is inevitable and constant. But that was Succulent Sorcerers.
That was so much fun. Thank you, Jen, for running this last
Yay.
minute for us. With that, and ending this wonderful game, let's cap it off by going around and talking about some of our favorite charities. Jen, you go ahead and go first, then RJ will go, and then I'll go.
All right. So I'm Jen, and I champion the Alzheimer's Society in the UK. They are a charity organization that works on working with those who have Alzheimer's and dementia, working towards a cure and finding a cure for it, as well as providing information on online services such as counseling, meetups, and how to help your loved ones who are living with Alzheimer's and dementia during these COVID times.
Hey everybody, it's me, RJ. Today I'm championing Unicorn Riot, which is a decentralized, nonprofit media collective that reports on far right organizations and sources of racial and economic injustices in the US. In times like these, it's important to keep up to date with the news, so go check them out.
Awesome. And y'all know me. Hey everyone, I'm Sarah, or the Hype Goblin. Thank you so much for hanging out on my channel with me and my friends today, and doing something a little bit different with us. As always, everything that comes into my channel via your bits and subs goes to the Ttrpg.org. They are a group that supports the LGBTQIA plus youth community with crisis and counseling support. And they do a lot of really great work. The links for all of those charities are in our Twitch chat, as well as I am currently throwing up the link for Succulent Sorcerers. So if you'd like to give this game a try, it's only $4, and it's a lot of fun. And it's something that you can just pick up and go. With that, we're going to go ahead and say, if you haven't eaten something healthy today, go ahead and fix yourself a healthy snack. If you are dehydrated or, just haven't had a glass of water today, drink some water. Hydration's important. This is your gentle reminder, if you haven't yet today, to take your meds. And finally, most importantly, if there's someone in the world who is important to you that you have not told recently that you love them and they're important to you, go do that now. It's never too late or too early to tell someone that you love and care about them. And
I love and care about all of you.
y'all are great. All right, with that, we are going to wave, and we will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.